Welcome back to Serger Tip Clips. Oftentimes sewists will come over to me or send me an email and say, I'm working on a home deck project. They don't have to say anything else because I know what's coming next. They always say, you know, I turned it over and without even pulling on the fabric itself, I could see it, the stitch just looked loose in the seam on the right side, and I could see little ladders going down the seam. What am I doing wrong? Well, it's not that you're necessarily doing anything wrong, but sometimes when we're working on very lightweight fabrics or stiff, heavy fabrics, we do have to make some adjustments in the stitch, and that's what we'll talk about in today's tip clip. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell your sewing friends about it also. Feel free to share it with anyone that you think would be interested. And again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you quickly. Let's talk about some of the fabrics that you might have this problem on. Oftentimes it can happen on heavyweight stiff denims, home deck fabric, whether it's a plush upholstery fabric, or even sometimes a home deck weight linen that might have a fabric finish on it that you frequently see on home deck materials that is like a stain resistant coating on them. That can cause it. But also, it's not just heavyweight fabrics. Sometimes you'll also see it when you're installing a zipper using a piping foot on the serger and either a 3 or a 4 thread overlock stitch. Sometimes if you're using it on a pre-quilted fabric or even just a medium weight, the zipper tape is heavy and a little bit stiff in and of itself. So that can also be a time when you might need the fix that I'm going to show you to get a good result and get rid of those ladders. So let's talk about what the solution and the fix is, because it's very simple. Now, if you're using a 4 thread overlock or a 3 thread wide, all you need to do is turn up the tension on that left needle thread a little bit. And I usually go up one number at a time, and I test it out on scrap fabric. And I'll go up until I see those ladders disappear. And as I said, usually it's just one number, maybe 2. So that's the easiest way to do it. And I'll show you at the machine. So let's go over there and take a look. I'm set up at the machine for a 4 thread overlock, and I decided to show you on this home deck. It's either a cotton or a linen, I don't remember, but it has one of those stain guard repellent coatings on it. So you can almost feel it a little bit on the fabric itself. But all my tensions are on the default or normal setting. On this machine, they're all on 4. So let's give this a run through on a 4 thread overlock. And again, it's only the left needle that I might have to adjust the tension on. So let's just see how it looks when I run down this. It's just a short piece. Yeah, you can, well, and I have red thread in also, so you can just see a little bit of laddering in between on the right side. Here it is from the wrong side. Here's my 4 thread overlock. So the thread that forms my seam is the left needle one, so that is the only one I'm going to have to adjust. So I'm going to bring that up to, let's bring it up to about 5 and see if that doesn't solve the problem. I'm not going to bother doing anything to the right needle or the loopers. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, I can see just just a hair of the red thread. I wouldn't exactly call it a ladder though. So I think if I left this on 5, I could be perfectly happy. But I'm gonna bring it up just to 5.5 and just see if that makes that pink or reddish thread completely disappear. Yeah, they're gone. So I can just see a shadow of it through the fabric, but you can see it looks quite good. So that's up to about 5.5. And if I press that seam flat, just like that, no ladders at all. So that's the problem solved. Now, if you can't adjust the tensions on your machine, the other fix is to go to your sewing machine and run a stitch right along that needle thread. Just follow it right down, and that will snug up that stitching on the seam and make those ladders disappear. So either way, it'll reinforce it and you'll have a great looking seam. Thanks for joining me today. And as always, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Happy sewing and serging.